Hey everybody, this is Kenny Cummins here on Chilling with Kenny C, right here on tmvcafe.com. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves. And if you're a Zoom person like me, you may have got some updates. So things might look a little different to what you are accustomed to. With that being said, I'm joined with my guest, a singer, songwriter, composer, producer. You've heard his music on TV shows, in movies, soap operas. Yeah, you definitely heard his body of work somewhere in these incredible movies and stuff. I'm joined with Mr. Shay Watson. He's with me right now. How's it going, man?
Hey, doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm still trying to recover from Justin Timberlake 2 nights ago.
Uh-oh.
That
Oh man,
was
that'll take a little recovery.
Yeah, that was a show's show.
I
Let me tell
bet.
you. And that's my second time seeing him.
Well, JT,
So JT, he's 30 years in the game, and
time flies
you
by. I
know,
can't believe that. He
I
is.
mean, yeah, like from the NSYNC days to establishing himself as a solo artist, and we've seen people go from bands to solo acts, break through, have the success that they had. The fact that Justin's been able to sustain it for so long and still put on these incredible shows within his career is like nostalgic.
Oh yeah,
It was
it's
very,
pretty
very
amazing
nostalgic. So
that he's had. Like, man, that's got to be like hit after hit for decades.
yeah, I mean, Justified, Future Sex, Love Sounds. I mean, just those two alone, like with
Oh,
Timberland, that chemistry they had, just phenomenal stuff, man. So before I get to the questions, man,
sure.
um, I've heard of you through a fellow musician. That musician is Justine Blazer. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
so I feature her music on my Music Monday show. And
All
I
right.
noticed she did a collaboration together this year. I'm like, Shay Watson? Okay.
Yeah, we've done
Right.
a ton of stuff together. Matter of
So
fact, she sings on a couple of my projects with me. We had a song here lately that just got an Americana award, and I wrote a few songs with her for her Girls Singing the Blues album that she did. She's very, very talented artist.
yeah, that she does music, she sings, she songwrites, she produces, she composes, she does all types of things, and that's a testament to her for what she's been able to do, and she's doing this all independently, by the
Oh, yeah.
way, just like yourself. So before we and I noticed, man, it ain't just the credits that you get, it's the constant of music you're doing. So man,
Oh.
like we are in the we are over the midpoint of
Yeah.
2024. You've released numerous albums and you've put out numerous singles. How would you describe your 6+ months of 2024 thus far with everything that you have put out thus far?
It is I'm constantly doing music. You know, I started out as a touring artist many years ago, and I came off the road about 2010. Did a lot of writing then, but once I got into writing for TV and film and doing the sync stuff and also writing for other artists, I found that it just kind of snowballed. And I was there's a thing where when you're trying to get to that point where you're making enough money that you can survive off of it, you're having to split your time between music and something else. Well, fortunately, I had jumped, over a decade ago to where I was able just to make a living off of just writing and producing. And so, with that said, I live and breathe and eat music from early morning until late night. I'll set my days to where I get up at 6 o'clock. I'm in the studio at about 7:30, and I'm doing music until sometimes till midnight, and it starts all over again. And you referenced the amount of work that I've been able to get done within that 6 month period. Right now, I'm going on with my whole career that I've spent in music, about 60 albums that I've done. And part of why I can, turn it so quick and stay in that mode is it's become second hand. I play every instrument. Most of the stuff on the album is me playing everything from bass, drums to keys to guitar. So I'm just in the studio constantly, and I'll get projects come in for TV and film, and I'll have friends that call me up. Hey, I've got a new album coming out. I want you to work on this with me. Can you write with me for it? And we'll just dive in and we'll go on lockdown for days at a time. I love it. So the volume of work, I just try. I turn out a lot of work.
Man, 60 albums, and my goodness. Some people can't even get 10. You got 60.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
that's actually the solo ones. That's not
so
counting
wow.
bands and stuff that I've worked with. But yeah, I've done music my whole life, and so I'm just constantly creating. It's kind of at that point where I can't turn it off, and at times I've almost tried to turn it off, and you can. I don't know if something's happened to my brain where I'm just walking around hearing music constantly that come out, but that's what happens.
So I'm just gonna go through the albums you have put out as of 2024.
Oh yeah.
Pop Palisades.
Yes.
Um, so you also have Piano Works. You also have Tranquil Aesthetic. You
Yeah.
have Anything Goes. I like that title. Musica Avupa and Neo Romantic Waltzes.
Yeah.
That sounds very classical.
It
Um,
is. It is.
okay. Cool Jazz and Improv Part 1 and Part 2, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And your latest full-length project is Back and Forth.
Yeah.
So you giving us the pop music, some jazz music, classical music. So you're very versatile. People can't even put you in a box as far as
Well,
the type of
that's
artist.
yes, it's a blessing and a curse because in the music industry, people like to pigeonhole you. They like to put you in some type of box. And where it's worked for me is if you look before 2020, most of what you see that I've done has been, you'll see a ton of pop albums because I'm a pop guy at heart. But I decided around 2020 was first time I did a piano album. We were all on lockdown. And I just needed to kind of clear my palette and get back to the basics. Piano was my first instrument that I learned on. And I just sat down and ad-libbed a ton of stuff and did a couple albums that I released over 2020. And at that point I thought, why am I only putting up most of my pop stuff? So I started putting up a lot of stuff that I've done for different TV shows. I've done over about 45 different TV series and movies at this point, whether it's been songs that are on a more background music that I've written. So I just started going through and I decided, hey, I'm going to put everything up there. I'm going to put everything, don't focus on just the pop stuff. I kind of equate it like if you're an actor, a lot of what we have in today's music world, we have a lot of character actors. They play a part. You know, you'll have your country artist guy who is this, and that's the part he plays. You'll have your pop artist, and he or she is this, and that's you know that's what they do. But I would get so bored. I'd get extremely bored if I had to do the that same stuff. And some people are great at it. And there are times that I wish I could be that, but I kind of have to float around into all the different styles. I authentically love almost every type of music that I've heard. It's going to be a hard, pick for you to find any genre of music that I don't like. And I'm in a day, I'm listening to all types of music, writing all types of music. So I figure, hey, just put it all out there. At this point, sky's the
Yeah,
limit with the
yeah. It's kind of like people go to the restaurant and they looking for something to order, and you be like, man, I got everything. Whatever you need, I got it.
yeah.
You need pop music, I got you. You need classical, I got you. If you need jazz, I got you. If you just want just piano, I got you. If you got the bass guitar, which is in the background there, I got you. You got everything. You like Walmart, man. You like one of these you one of these major stores that just have everything. Like everything for whatever TV show, movie, plots, whatever. You got everything. So what and I look through the list of shows, man. It's all different kinds of shows, all different types of films.
Oh,
What's that like for you as an independent artist when these people come at you and say, "Hey, we need your music for X, Y, and Z." What's that like?
it's always interesting. I love being able to do that, and really it allows me to continue my music career and connecting with people. But on a day to day, what it looks like is I've got an agent out in LA, and she will call me. If there's something that's not already on the table that I'm working on, she'll usually call me and say, "Hey, I've got a movie that's coming up. I'm going to send you a synopsis of it and see if you want to write toward this. Here's the style they're looking for," and she'll go down the list of what they're looking for. Does that sound interesting to you? And I'll either yes or no it and kind of dive into that. But as far as the shows go, a lot of the shows I've worked on, I know the behind the scenes people, and they know them very fast with laying something down. Like if they want background, I got it. But if they call and say, "Hey Shay, we need a song that kind of talks about this XYZ isn't too on the nose. Can you write this for us, record it, sing it, mix and master it, and have it out to us, in 3.5 hours?" And I'm usually the yes man. And the reason I can do that is because I do play all of these instruments. I mean, I'm usually writing and grabbing a guitar, grabbing something while I'm in the middle of writing. And that's how much my writing has changed. Because back in the old days, back when I was touring with my own band, and when I was in a different mindset, I would, I'd sit down, write a song, then go into the studio and record it after it's all done. But now it kind of happens simultaneous. But back to the question of what it looks like there, that's kind of how that process works. Is I'll get a phone call of a need, or a music supervisor will call me directly and say, "Hey, here's what we need for you to write for us," and I'll jump on that. But the cool thing is, all of these, or not all of them, but a lot of the shows now want you to have the music that they're using in the show online for purchase and on streaming, so they can link it to their show's websites. So that's been a really cool thing for me because in the past, my main type of advertising before 2010 was radio. But after that, with streaming and television, with the sync world and with these major shows that link to me, that opens me up to a whole new audience of people that I wouldn't have encountered otherwise. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's dope, and seeing that you do all these things, you be able to pull it off, and that's a good look. That's reliability. That's saying that, giving your track record of music, you able to pull it off. I'm just gonna go through some of the credits here. Young and the Restless, Dance Moms, Shameless, Single Ladies, Hollywood Heights, Homicide, Hunter, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. And that's just some of the TV and film
Yeah.
that's featured in music. And you even got Christmas. You got Christmas music. You got everything, man. Like everything.
Hey, it's funny you mentioned Christmas because my Christmas usually starts right now. Because a lot of these movies that I'm doing Christmas music for,
Yeah.
literally I had this past week about three different Christmas things that came in. I'm writing music for one that I start on next week, which is this is going to sound crazy to you, but it's a Christmas psychological thriller movie. Okay. But it's gonna be fun. It's like, can you mix Jingle Bells with some like really dark rock stuff? Like, yeah, I can do that. We'll do it.
I'm trying to envision it like Chris Jingle Bells, just a jolly
I'm
old
trying to
song,
envision
and
it.
then just and hard metal guitar, and yeah, no, man, that's look, people get tired of the same traditional Christmas movies. So the fact that there's somebody that's trying to pull this off, trying to come up with something different, get something out of the norm,
Yeah.
that's saying something. And as a musician, you definitely want to stand out. You want to, show some versatility. You want to show something that maybe people haven't seen or heard before. Because it feels like with music, whether it's mainstream or even indie, people like be like, man, I heard this before, but no, ain't no way anyone heard no Christmas psychological thriller
Yeah.
film. The no, so
It's like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah, but
Oh,
With Rudolph, man, it can't just be
that's an
just a
evil
regular
Rudolph.
red light. It's gotta be like a big red light on his nose. Just
Yeah, there you go.
just like a volcano coming out of his nose or something. But that will get him.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
will get.
that's what we're going for. But yeah, Christmas, man, Christmas starts in July. So right in the heat
Yeah.
of the summer, I'm sitting here writing about snow and wishing it'd hurry up and get here.
All right, man. I'm joined with Shay Watson, musical extraordinaire. Check out his music on all the streaming platforms. Check out the website at www.shaywatson.com. You can get all those 60 projects on there.
Buy every one of them.
Buy every single one of them. And all of this is independent, indie release projects. So yeah, he put a lot of work to put out 60 projects. So
Hey, it's
uh
insane. Hey,
so it's
hey,
just
hey.
that's dedication, man. That's dedication. That's just a testament of of your love for music, your passion for it, and they get a chance to see different sides of you musically. And people, you don't take them on a journey. Might as well go through do music. So and
Yeah.
I mean that's what you're doing. So we literally talked about all the music that you put out already. And you already mentioned you got some more stuff on the way. So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
With everything that you've worked on, like how do you decide like what should be the next full-length project or what should be the next single? Is it based on the mood? Is it based on how you're feeling at the time? Like how do you decide when will the next project be? What should be the next project?
I'm working on a couple of new projects right now, and one of them that I am uh, doing well. I'm remixing a lot of my older stuff that kind of got looked over through the years, but I'm doing a brand new album that's sort of retro. It's it captures the best of the feel of the 70s and 80s, and I do a lot of serious music, and I wanted something that was just like every song on it up tempo, 128 BPM above, let's dance, So there's a good funk feel, almost disco feel married to today's feel that's coming in to it. If you think of some of the stuff Prince put out in the 80s, and that's that's what I'm working on right now, is sort of a retro looking back thing that I'm going to be putting out in a couple of
Okay,
months.
that's
Yeah.
what's up. Bringing in the retro in, it's
It-
just
oh yeah, and I tell you, if you go back to that Pop Palisades album that I
yeah.
did that you referenced, if you listen to that, you'll notice one of the tracks features a band that I work with called Blessed Union of Souls, and man, those guys. See, what's so special working with Blessed Union of Souls is I was a fan of theirs back when I was in college. This was a multi-platinum selling band that just, they had 8 top 40 singles back in the 90s. And I started writing a lot of their music and doing music, producing albums. Gosh, I guess probably been about 7 or 8 years now. But I've gotten them seen to be on a couple of projects. So if you listen to In Your Arms Tonight off of that Pop Palisades, that's special to me just because I was a big fan of theirs when I was coming up. But Elliot, the lead singer in the band, we're going to be doing some more stuff. And I might get him to sing on this retro project that I'm putting out.
That's awesome. That's cool that you listen to an act at a young age, and then all of a sudden you collaborate with them. That's a manifestation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's cool when something like that happens, and not only you get to know them, but you get a chance to work with them. So
Mm,
that's the icing on the cake right there.
absolutely.
You getting to work with some people that have inspired you as a musician. So, um, but man, Shay, this has been good chatting with you.
Oh, yeah. I love
Uh, good. I'm enjoying chatting with you. Congrats on everything.
it.
Um, so shout out to Justin Blazer. I'm giving her a
Oh, yeah.
shout out because she's the reason that I've heard of you, and you've also been featured on the Music Monday series I'm working on.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
so I got you on the pop category. Feels like I'm just playing the pop Palisades tracks. So, but yeah,
There you go.
we're definitely going to, there's going to come a point later this year that I'm going to have like a Shay Watson edition, just all Shay. You're going to get all sorts of Shay. You're going to get classical Shay, retro Shay, pop Shay, You might get some heavy metal Shay. Who knows what's
Gonna get some Shay you don't want.
we're gonna get it all. We're gonna show off all the versatile stylings of Mr. Shay Watson. So stay tuned for that. I've already done it with one artist, and because he was this guy, he's doing 100 songs. He's
Oh, wow.
releasing 100 songs in the calendar year, and he's 50 songs in already.
Hey, that's
So
great. Put it out there, man.
yeah, so that's the beauty of being indie. Like
It
you can do
is.
it. It's your schedule. It's your time. You ain't got no deadline to worry about. You just put it out. That has to be a satisfying as an independent artist. Like you do it at your pace. You do it whenever you want to.
That's a positive thing about being an indie, not answering anybody.
No middleman, no A&R coming into your studio telling you what you need to do. Like if you ain't from a TV show or film, I don't want to speak to you. No, if you work a label executive, thanks but no thanks. I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much. Uh, but Shay, man, thank you so much for being on the show. It was great chatting with you, and you will of course continue to be featured on Music Money series,
I
and
appreciate it.
so just keep an eye on the Instagram tag and the Facebook tag probably, and we'll continue to spread the word on Mr. Watson, man. So thank
Sounds
you for your
good.
time, man.
Hey,
Continued
thank you.
success.
All right, man. You too. And if you're in Nashville, you better look me up.
Oh, I will. One of these days I'm going to go to Nashville because I've grown with so many friends there. I got friends that were, so I live in Lexington, Kentucky,
Okay. Oh yeah,
and,
I love
and
Lexington.
so I live in Lexington for most of my life. I've been supporting local music for almost a decade, and some of my Lexington friends have moved to Nashville to pursue music there full time. So there's some Lexington residents there that's just fulfilling their dreams. So I'm sad that they're not with me locally, but they do come back from time to time, and
Yeah,
they keep telling me how good Nashville is. It's literally a musical mall out there. So
it is.
uh, a
It is.
musical mall. Yeah. So uh, continue success, man. Thanks again. You
Hey,
enjoy the rest of your weekend, man.
all right, man. You too. We'll see
All right.
you.
All right.
Bye.
Good seeing you. Bye bye.